Hey, how's it going? I know it's been a while. Don't be mad. I've had a lot going on. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on with me, but if you just want to watch the updates on my stitching, I will put a timestamp right here. Just go to that. And yeah, skip all this part. So there's nothing bad that's been going on. I've just been really busy. I think about posting videos often, but it's just been kind of chaotic and I haven't had a chance to. Firstly, well, I'll start from the beginning. I talked to you before about the Conqueror app that I was doing the walking challenge with my daughter. It was an effort to try to help her to lose weight, to get more active and healthy, and we were doing it together. We completed the English Channel, which was our first challenge. It was 21 miles. We did it in 4 weeks. And while we were doing that, my mom said that she was interested in joining. So we signed up for the Inca Trail, which was a 26-mile challenge, and she joined us for that. So then I went on vacation, and I spent a week in Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, which is where Dollywood is. There's a lot of touristy stuff to do down there. I like to go because it's a place, there's a lot of kid-friendly things to do, a lot of places to eat, but then there's also a lot of hiking trails and places that I can explore as far as hiking. So I went there. Evelyn, my daughter, and I did some hiking together. My intention was to work on the creation of Adam the whole time I was gone. I had wanted to do about 500 stitches a night, thinking that I would spend a lot of time in the hotel room in the evening. Like, we'd get dinner, we'd go back to the hotel room, watch some cartoons with the kids, and I'd have a lot of time to do stitching. And it just didn't happen. I don't know what happened. It just, at night, I would practice mandolin. It was really cool to hang out on the balcony as the sun was setting. There would be a mist that went over the mountainside. I have a picture, from our balcony. There was this big cross that was on the horizon, and beautiful sunsets. And so I sat out there a lot playing mandolin. We did some swimming because the hotel had a pool, 2 pools and a hot tub. It also had a pool table. So we played in the rec room, and I don't know what happened. I did some stitching, maybe 200 stitches a night, but nowhere near the numbers I wanted to do. So already I was behind. And then, when I got home, going back to and I can't do this in accurate order, but going back to the challenge, the Conqueror app, my son expressed interest in joining us. While I was down in Pigeon Forge, Evelyn went on a hike with me to see a waterfall, and on the way out she fell twice and skinned her knee, and then re-skinned her knee again. And after that hike, she was kind of done with the whole hiking. She did a couple afternoon hikes with my husband, but the harder stuff, the stuff that actually involved, inclines and going into the woods, I did on my own. I didn't want to go ahead of her on our challenge because the whole goal was to motivate her by staying with her and going on the journey with her. But at the same time, I felt like my mom and my daughter were holding me back from doing my own fitness goals. So with her permission, and I had talked about this before, but she was completely okay with me doing another challenge on my own. So I signed up for the Ring Road, and I'll put a picture of the app. This is the actual map on the app. So the Ring Road is a road in Iceland that encompasses the whole island. And I actually drove it with my husband a couple years back. We went to Iceland, which was an amazing experience. I recommend it for anybody who loves road tripping. It's like the ultimate road trip. But anyway, I thought it would be nice to kind of pay homage to that by doing the whole Ring Road again on this app by running and walking the distance. It's 898 miles. So I started it while I was in the in Pigeon Forge, and then when I came home, and my son expressed interest in joining us. He wanted to join on the Inca Trail. Even though we were already almost done with it, he wanted to join to try to catch up. And he actually completed it 26 miles in 4 days. He completed it the day after we did. But I went with him all those times he wanted to go. So when we went out walking or running or hiking, he was with me. So I put all that time, I didn't want to go ahead on complete the Inca Trail without my daughter. So I put it on the Ring Road. And now that we actually completed the Inca Trail last week, he's getting ahead of us. All 4 of us now started the Cote D'Azur. I think I'm saying that right. The French Riviera. It's a trail along the beach of France. So that's been interesting, seeing the views, because you can actually do satellite views of where you're standing on the trail, or in this case, road, to see what it looks like around you. So it's a pretty cool experience. And actually, I found out that I can refer friends to the Conqueror Challenge. So I'll put a link in the description, because if you join with my referral code, you get 20% off. So that's cool. But anyway, so he joined. We all joined the Cote d'Azur. We're doing that one now. I'm trying to talk him into going on the Ring Road as well, to do that with me, since he and I seem to be at the same athletic level and we like to do further distances. I don't want him to get ahead of everyone else. It's just not fun if you're like 50 miles ahead of everybody on your challenge. So I'm talking him into doing the Ring Road with me, and then we can do that journey together too, which would be pretty cool. But I have my my 2 medals, my completion medals. So let me get those. Okay. So here's the English Channel. And even the ribbon is like unique to the challenge, the Conqueror Challenge that we went on. Here's the back with an octopi, which one of my stitching goals next year is to stitch an octopus. I love octopuses. So there's a few patterns I was kind of looking at, but if you have any recommendations, I talked about some of them from the Stitching Expo. Like some of the pics from there had octopuses on them. But yeah, I would love to have a good octopus pattern. Okay. And then here is the Inca Trail. This one, I just opened it today. I was so pumped. Look at that thing. Love the ribbon. And then look at the back. Isn't that cool? And it's metal. It's like really heavy. You can use this as a weapon. But anyway, I have a rack that I hang them on the wall, and it looks very unfinished. It looks like it needs more, so I will keep doing that challenge. Yeah, so I'll put the referral link in the description for anyone who wants to look into it. Get 20% off. Moving on. So when I came home, between doing that and trying to catch up the Inca Trail for my son, which took hours, just going out, doing 8 to 10 miles a day, it takes a lot of time. But also I had to put floor in because, and I think I talked about this before. Gosh, it's been so long since I did a video. But my sunroom, my enclosed porch, the floor is all tore out. It used to be this ugly, like, commercialized carpet because it was a waiting room at one point. So we tore all that out. It was just the subflooring. And my husband's mom, my mother-in-law, is moving in with his grandmother, my grandmother-in-law, to take care of her. She's in her 80s, and she sold her house. So in the process of moving, she wanted to get rid of her baby grand piano and wanted to gift it to us. So I had to get the floor done because she sold her house and her moving day was June 22nd. I got back from Tennessee on the 15th and the floor hadn't even been started, other than it was swept and cleared out. Like, the room was cleared out of stuff. I moved the couch out of there and I swept the floor, but there was a bunch of tack strips from the carpet and staples that had to get tore out, and the whole floor needed put in. And I had a week to do it, like a little over a week to do it. So that dominated pretty much all my time. So through that whole week, I was still working on the creation of Adam. The creation of Adam piece I'm doing for 21 in 21. So I had to do 21,000 stitches in the year 2021 for the Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group. That's I'm doing a challenge for that Facebook group. So I had to do, well, I only did 1,500 stitches on it, but I had to do something. Like, I couldn't skip it. It had to be done. So I worked on that, but it took me 2 weeks, like, to even get 1,500 stitches, because I would only do maybe 100 or 200 a night. So I did get it done, but it put me behind so much. I didn't get to work on a lot of the projects that I usually work on every month, so it was a little disappointing, but it had to be done. It was essential. So I have a little video. I finished the floor and they delivered the piano, so I have a small video of that process. So this is what I've been doing with my life. I installed this floor. Well, folks, the deed is done. And there it is. It is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It is huge. Here we go. So, time to learn piano. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Everything's kind of back to normal now. Please excuse, I'm in my pajamas. I worked double shifts these past 2 weekends to try to make up for my vacation, so I'm pretty worn out today. I don't know if I got out of my pajamas for more than... I got out of my pajamas to go walking. I will not walk in Sesame Street pajamas, but that's about it. Anyway, the other problem I was having was this fatigue. I was getting these bouts of fatigue, which I think I've talked about before too, where I just get so tired and I end up sleeping all day, just laying in bed sleeping all day. And my mom mentioned to me, well, when was the last time you changed your air filter for your central air unit? And I said, what's that? So my air filter was a little old and I changed it. I took out the old air filter, I got a new air filter, and I put it in. And since then, I've not had an episode. It's been two weeks now, I think. And usually I get at least one a week, especially on a weekend where I'm working. Like, I had to go out every single night this past weekend for a death. I work in hospice. I have to go pronounce when people pass. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm driving to go do these death visits. That usually takes it out of me. That usually wipes me out. By Monday, I'm in bed all day, sleeping all day long. I mean, that's the pattern that I've been enduring for the past year and a half. And it didn't happen. So it could have just been my air quality, which is really bizarre. But I'm telling you, in case this happens to any one of you or you know anybody, you change your air filter. Make sure you change your air filter in your central air unit. I'm going to be doing it monthly now, since it's not been changed for so long, to help with the air quality. But it's just been miraculous. So that's happened. The other thing that I'm doing is, my husband and I have been trying in vain to have another child for the past year and a half or so. One of the issues I'm having is I'm trying to track my cycles via calendar. And I forget, I don't use the strips because I forget to use them in the morning. Like, my first thought in the morning is not, oh, I got to go pee on a strip. It's like, my mouth tastes like crap. I need to brush my teeth. That's usually my first thought in the morning. So I don't think about that. And so I'm not really good at keeping track of it. And I haven't ever really had a positive ovulation test strip because I'm not consistent with them. But also, I don't think I'm really ovulating on a regular cycle because I'm not having a period on a regular cycle. And I apologize to any male listeners right now. You are in the minority either way. But I will not get into too much detail. In any case, I got this newfangled object I saw on another YouTuber's channel, and I looked up how to get pregnant when you can't get pregnant. My cycle's kind of all messed up because I'm breastfeeding right now, and my son, I'm weaning him, but he still goes to breastfeeding as a comfort. And so he uses it to help him fall asleep. He doesn't have a pacifier. He doesn't use a bottle. I hate to start him on these habits that he should be breaking by this point anyway. So I don't want to introduce a pacifier when he's over 2 years old. I just need to find a way to get him off the breast. So, but in any case, that's really affecting when I get my period. I don't get it every 28 days like I used to. And so my ovulation is all over the place, and I'm finding that out. So I got this, ovulation microscope. So it's kind of, this is the cheapest one. I think it was $30 or $35 or somewhere in there on Amazon. But you basically put your saliva on here, and then it has this green light that you use to look at your saliva. And when it has a higher level of estrogen in it, it looks different. So when you're ovulating, your saliva changes. Who knew? I haven't seen a change in it yet. So I don't know how effective this is. I'll let you know if anyone's interested. But it's kind of cool because it's unlimited uses, so I can just always check. And try to get the hang of when my ovulation is. So, fingers crossed this is effective, because I am 40. We wanted to have another child because Lincoln is 2. And then Evelyn is 12. So, Lincoln really doesn't have a sibling companion. Like, all of his siblings are way older. And I wanted to have him have a companion. So that was our thought process. Ironically, I came into this world hating babies and never wanting to have children. And now I have 4. Hopefully 5. I'm going to stop at 5. Stopping at 5. But, so that's also another thing going on in my life. And then the last thing I want to talk about is a giveaway. I'm going to go over this because it's not stitching related. And then after this, we can talk about stitching stuff. I think I covered everything else. There's a lot to share with you. this month because I haven't seen you for so long. So you'll have to forgive me for if I hope I entertain. I hope I do not bore you with my stories. But anyway, aside from cross stitching, I love to do bullet journaling. I do bullet journal every night. I do bullet journal every night. I keep track of my cross stitching progress in my bullet journal. I use it as kind of a diary, so I don't really set out a daily planner and fill it out ahead of time. I fill it out as I go every night. I find it's very soothing, therapeutic. It's a great way to close out my evening. But one thing I also love to do with a bullet journal is decorate it with stickers. I am crazy for stickers. I don't know if any of you are crazy for stickers. If you are, keep listening, because I have a subscription that I joined called Sticky, S-T-I-C-K-I-I. Actually, I have it right on the envelope here. Sticky. I've been a member of this for a year now. Maybe even over a year. No, I started in July. So it'll be a year come next month. No, 2 years. 2 years. I've been a member for 2 years of Sticky. Absolutely love getting this. It's $11 a month. So it's my little treat to myself for being the hardworking mama that I am. And actually lately I signed up for 2 sticky envelopes, so it's $22 a month. But so they have 3 kinds. They have the cute, the vintage, and the pop packs, and each one has a unique style of stickers. So I get pop and vintage. Sometimes I'll get cute. You can change them every month. Based on, they show you a little spoiler of what's coming, and then you can decide what you want to get. So lately I've been getting a vintage and pop pack. This month, for whatever reason, they sent me an extra one. And I have no use for 2 vintage packs. So I'm going to show you what's in here. If you're interested, I'm going to do a giveaway to whomever wants your own. See, look, I have 2. So I'll just put a label on here. There's even a space to put a label. You write your address, pop it in the mail, and it's yours. Whoever wants it. So let me show you what's in it. And I'm not doing a link or anything. I'm not, it's not a sponsorship, or I'm not doing a referral code. I'm just showing you, because I love it. I love this product. But anyway, so it comes with a plastic sleeve that you can put in, I think it's an A6 binder. Like it has 6 rings. So I keep this I have plastic sleeves full of all my stickers. They have a theme. So this is the vintage pack. The theme is Deep Blue Sea. It comes with a sticker that has the title that you can put in the corner of your plastic sleeve. So you can easily access your themed stickers. Sometimes they give you a patch, or a specialty paperclip. Lately, they've been doing a lot of stamps. This one comes with a stamp. So there's a seahorse. It's like a jelly, soft stamp of a seahorse. The stamp is on the back of it. They work fine. I use these a lot in my bullet journals, pages. So, and then often it comes with either a book, like a little, notebook, or post-it notes, or a notepad. And this one has a notepad. It says the depths of the deep blue sea at the top. So it's multi-pages, probably 20, 25 pages of this. They often have featured artists, which I'll let you know who the artist is on this one. There's also, they do sticker flakes, like loose cut stickers, which is in the front here. So this is by Muriel Art on Instagram, but I'm not going to get them all out, but they have whale stickers. And then the sticker sheets are in the back. And I was really excited because this one has an octopus. It has actually a whole sheet of them. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Octopuses. Love it. Love it. If I ever have a Secret Santa, I'm going to say, get me something with an octopus. So it comes with a couple different sheets of stickers. Pretty foil shells, some whale stickers. This is the Muriel Art. This is their featured artist. There are some washi tape. There's some washi tape. I have a couple like this with these blocks of art. They're pretty cool. And these other ones aren't featured artists, but Sticky has their own artists that do a lot of these sheets. And then this is Jessica Benhar, which is another featured artist that they're featuring. So that's it. Those stickers, this whole package is yours. All you have to do is comment with the word sticker. Tell me what you want to use it for. Are you a bullet journaler? Are you going to give it to your kids for them to decorate something with? Do you make cards? What do you want to use the stickers for? I'm always looking for new ideas for projects. So yes, please comment, and I will. I promise I will put a video up next week with announcing who the winner is, and then you can just email me your address. So on to stitching. I have a month worth of stitching to show you. Right now I'm working on Linen and Threads 2019 sampler, stitch along sampler with the peacock sampler, I call it. I'm going to get this done. I really want to stay on track. I'm working on the June 2019 installment, so I want to get June done in June. I don't want to fall behind. So this is not finished right now, but I'm going to either finish it tonight or tomorrow. But I can at least show you kind of where I'm at right now. So here's my progress. I'll give you a sense of what it's going to look like. There's a lot of back stitching in the corners and stuff, so I'll probably not show it to you again. I don't know, maybe I'll show you next week, but I won't show you before the end of the month, obviously, because it is almost here. So that's what I'm working on tonight. My full coverage pieces were the ones that took up a lot of my time, especially the creation of Adam, the bane of my existence for the month. But here's my progress for it right now. So this, I'm mostly doing filling in a lot over here. But this all kind of goes down this way. Like this section is darker because this is where Adam is. Like his head's kind of like right here. So this is like a darker section, and this light blue kind of fans down that way. So I'm trying to do as much light blue as I can because there's a ton of it in the background of this piece. And then when I get bored, I go and work on this part, this section. So I know it's not the most interesting update, but I'm trucking along. I mean, I've only started this the end of last year, November or December. Like I started at the end of last year, so it's come a long way. It's a lot of stitching. It's going to be pretty remarkable when it's completed. It's going to take me like 8 years to finish though. So I don't know if you want to continue that kind of relationship with me. I'd love to have you around for 8 years. But if not, then just ignore the progress I'm making on that because it's going to take me that long. The other two full coverage pieces are the ones for Pain-Free Crafts. My two Chris Dunn art pieces, Captain Ratbeard and Bedtime Stories. I did 1,500 stitches. I managed to make my goal, which I'm doing 1,500 stitches every month for this year, to enter into raffle for a free pattern, which I want so bad because there's one that I'm definitely getting from there for next year, which I will talk about in October. But anyway, Captain Ratbeard. I have my before picture. And then this is where I'm at right now. So, I never get tired of stitching on these. They're a lot of fun. There's a lot of colors. I don't know. I enjoy full coverage. And I really like how this piece is coming together. I love this Captain Ratbeard. I cannot wait to stitch on him when I get to him. The other one is Bedtime Stories. So I finally made it to the end. Here's my before. I'm getting to the point that it's going to be hard for me to show you them side by side. But here's my after. So I'm going to show you a whole and then I'll slide it over. Because this is all completely done. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page is 98% done. I just have a little bit. It would take me an afternoon to finish page number 3. So let me come in so you can see the side by side. I just gotta make sure I have it framed. Okay, so there we are. This, I know it bends down a little bit because I don't have a clip on the end here. If you look at the line, it is not messed up. You know, it's just that the fabric's bending there. But this right here, this is the end of the pattern. Isn't that exciting? It's always exciting when you get to the end. You know, that's going to be the whole top. So my hope is by the end of this year to have this fully completed, full coverage to the end so that the whole top row is done. Done. But that is there. Where I'm at. This is all new. And I did a lot of filling in over here, and then this is all new. So I just finished that last night. I did like 500 stitches on this. And watched a lot of Naruto. Any anime fans out there? I am not a dedicated anime watcher. Like, I like watching 12 episodes, 24 episodes in a series or in a season. I'm satisfied with that. But my son is a shonen watcher, and he is just into Naruto. So he convinced me to watch it with him. And it's cool. I've been kind of binging it. We're up to like episode 80 in the past 2 weeks. So I've been watching a lot of Naruto. When he's not around and my daughter's with me, we started Fairy Tail. So I'm really chipping away at I know they're old. I'm a little behind the trends, but I've been putting off sinking my teeth into these really long animes for a decade. So I'm doing it now. I'm doing a summer binge fest, so I have a lot of time to do stitching. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about anime anymore because I don't even know if anybody out there watches it like I do. But I've been an avid anime fan my whole life. It's part of my growing up. Okay, so the other things I worked on was quilts, which is a piece I'm making for my mom. I finished the whole second row of the pattern, and that was last month. And my goal was to do the border for the second section of the pattern. Is super time consuming because you have to change the colors out so much on that border. It's 9 stitches. Every little triangle is 9 stitches. So every 9 stitches, you're changing the color. But this, I completed it at the beginning of the month before I went on vacation and everything derailed. So I actually got done. I made some great progress on this. So here we are. I'm sorry, this kind of cuts off a little bit over here. But I did all that down to here, all this down to here, and all this. That's all new. Did all that. So next month, I get to start on this whole new section down here. And I'm hoping to get it done either in 1 or 2 months, because I'm really thinking I might get this done by the end of the year. It'd be super cool. So I'm trying to put a little extra effort into the time I spent on this. So I'm happy I got my goal done for this month, to stay on track before everything kind of fell apart as far as the time it took me, the time I was able to dedicate to it. I might put some extra time in it next month and just do this whole next section. Maybe do 6 days of it and just totally, because this stitches really quickly. So I might just do the whole section. Anyway, that's quilts. I really love this piece. It's by Long Dog Samplers. It's great colors. Great colors. I love these fall looking colors. It's just so satisfying to see how the colors blend together. And this is kind of a sampler of all the colors in the pattern. It's just really, really pretty. So my mom's going to love it. She's a quilter, if you hadn't already guessed that from all the times I've talked about her. And I'm hoping that this will fit nice in her sewing room. Okay, and then the other thing I worked on, and this is the only last thing, like, what, 5, 6 projects I worked on this month. It's pretty pathetic, but my Peacock Unicorn Badger, which is always the first thing I work on the first week of the month. I always try to start with this. And I can show you what I'm working on in the back, which is the peacock. And I actually took a picture. I started doing the shading in the back, and then I decided I wanted to take a before picture. So I took a before picture of where I was with a little bit of shading, so ignore that. But I wanted to finish the body. And then next month I want to finish the tail. Although the page cuts off like here. So maybe I won't do the tail. Maybe I'll just work on the page. I'm undecided. But I did get to do, I finished the body and I worked a little bit on this snail right here. So without further ado, all right, here is where I'm at now. So I completed this and I started on the little snail there. So that's about it. But I think, I don't know, I think I might go over here, finish this page out. And, yeah, I don't know. Page or tail, I haven't decided. But that's all I have to show you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making it to the end. And I'll catch you next week in the next video. Bye!